right, so starting with our brown yarn, we need to make a magic ring with 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we can pull the tail to close it. Next, we're going to do an increase round, and we're going to increase from 6 stitches to 12 stitches by increasing in every stitch. So in this first stitch, we are going to single crochet 1 and increase for 2. In the next stitches, 3 and increase for 4, 5 and increase for 6, 7 and increase for 8, 9 and increase for 10, 11 and increase for 12. Okay, so now we have 12 stitches. Next, we're going to do another increase round, and we're going to increase from 12 stitches to 18 stitches by increasing on every multiple of 3. So the pattern is going to go, you single crochet 1, increase, and your increase will fall on the multiple of 3. So single crochet 1, increase, single crochet 1, increase, and we're going to do that 6 times. So single crochet 1, 2, and in the same stitch we increase for 3, 4, 5, and increase for 6. Now do that 4 more times until you have 18 stitches. 17 and 18. So now I have 18 stitches. Next, we're going to do another increase round, and we're going to increase from 18 stitches up to 24 stitches by increasing on every multiple of 4. So the pattern is going to be single crochet 2, increase, single crochet 2, increase. Or another way to think about it is you're going to single crochet 1, 2, and 3, and then in that same stitch you increase for 4. So let's try this together. Single crochet 1, 2, 3, and in the same stitch increase for 4. 5, 6, 7, and in the same stitch increase for 8. Now repeat this 4 more times until you have 24 stitches. Alright, so we just increased to 24. Next, we're going to do another increase round, and we're going to increase from 24 stitches up to 30 stitches by increasing on every multiple of 5. So you single crochet 3, increase, single crochet 3, increase, or another way to think about it is you are increasing on 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So let's try that together. Single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the same stitch we increase for 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and in the same stitch we increase for 10. Now repeat that pattern 4 more times until you have 30 stitches. So now we have 30 stitches. Next, we're going to do 2 rounds where we just single crochet 1 in every stitch. So I'm going to use my yarn tail here as a stitch marker. I'm just going to insert that in my starting place. And now I'm just going to single crochet 1 in every stitch for the next 2 rounds. Okay, so I've come to the end of my 2 rounds, and I'm going to take out my stitch marker. Now we're going to do another increase round, and we're going to increase from 30 stitches up to 36 stitches by increasing on every multiple of 6. Or another way to think about it is single crochet 4, increase, single crochet 4, increase. So let's try that together. So we single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next stitch is 5, and our increase for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and in the same stitch we increase for 12. So do that 4 more times until you have 36 stitches. So now I have 36 stitches. Next we're going to do some rounds where we just single crochet continuously around. So use your yarn tail to mark your starting place. And we are just going to single crochet 1 in every stitch for the next 4 rounds. Okay, so I've come to the end of my 4 rounds, and I'm going to remove my yarn tail. Next, we're going to do some decrease rounds. And in this first decrease round, we're going to decrease from 36 stitches down to 30 stitches by decreasing on every multiple of 6. So a good way to think about this is you single crochet 4, decrease. And just like increases, decreases involve 2 stitches, which is why you're only single crocheting 4 and decreasing, and it still ends up on a multiple of 6. So let's try this together. We single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and then stitch number 5 and stitch number 6 are decreased together. So go through the front loop of stitch number 5 and through the front loop of stitch number 6. Pull your yarn through and single crochet 1. Next is 7, 8, 9, 10, and then stitch number 11 and stitch number 12 are decreased together. Now repeat this 4 more times until you've decreased down to 30 stitches. You'll still count up to 36 stitches, but when you count your stitches at the end of your round, you should have only 30. Okay, so I've come to the end of my round, and if you count your stitches, you should only have 30 stitches. Now we're going to do another decrease round, and we're going to decrease from 30 stitches down to 24 stitches by decreasing on every multiple of 5. So we're going to single crochet 3, decrease. Let's try that together. So we single crochet 1, 2, 3, and then stitch number 4 and stitch number 5 are decreased together. 6, 7, 8, and then 9 and 10 are decreased together. Now repeat this pattern 4 more times until you have 24 stitches. Okay, so I've come to the end of my round, and if you count your stitches, you should have 24. Next, we're going to do another increase round, and we're going to increase back up to 30 stitches by increasing on every multiple of 5, just like we did before when we were doing this first part. So we're going to single crochet 3 and then increase. Let's try that together. Single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and then increase for 5. So 4 and 5 was our increase stitch. 6, 7, 8, 9, and increase for 10. Now repeat this 4 more times until you have 30 stitches. Alright, so I've just come to the end of my round, and now I have 30 stitches. Next, we're going to do another increase round, and we're going to increase from 30 stitches up to 36 stitches, just like we did with this first part. And we're going to do that by increasing on every multiple of 6. So you single crochet 4, increase. So we single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6 are our increase. 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11 and 12 are our increase. So repeat that 4 more times until you have 36 stitches. Okay, so I've just come to the end of my round and now we should have 36 stitches. Next, we're going to do one last increase round, and we're going to increase from 36 stitches up to 42 stitches by increasing on every multiple of 7. So we're going to single crochet 5 and then increase. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 and 7 are the increase. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13 and 14 are the increase. Now repeat this 4 more times until you have 42 stitches. All right, so I've come to the end of my round and now we should have 42 stitches. Next, we're just going to do some rounds where we single crochet 1 in every stitch. So we're going to put in our stitch marker. And now we are going to crochet 1 in every stitch for the next 8 rounds. So just single crochet 1 in every stitch around for the next 8 rounds. All right, so I've come to the end of my 8 rounds and I can take out my stitch marker. And now we're going to do some more decrease rounds. So in this first round, we are going to, in this next round, we are going to decrease from 42 stitches down to 36 stitches by decreasing on every multiple of 7. So the pattern is going to be single crochet 5, decrease. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then stitch number 6 and stitch number 7 are decreased together. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then stitch number 13 and stitch number 14 are decreased together. Now repeat that pattern 4 more times until you have 36 stitches. Okay, so I've come to the end of my round, and if you count your stitches, you should have 36 stitches. Next, we're going to do another decrease round, and we're going to decrease from 36 stitches down to 30 stitches by decreasing on every multiple of 4, or every multiple of 6, and the pattern is going to be single crochet 4, decrease. So let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6 are decreased together. 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11 and 12 are decreased together. Now repeat that pattern 4 more times until you have 30 stitches. All right, so I've just come to the end of my round and you should have 30 stitches. Next, we're going to do another decrease round, and we're going to decrease from 30 stitches down to 24 stitches by decreasing on every multiple of 5. So the pattern is going to be single crochet 3, decrease. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and 5 are decreased together. 6, 7, 8, and then 9 and 10 are decreased together. Now repeat that pattern 4 more times until you have 24 stitches. All right, so I've come to the end of my round. Now we're going to do another decrease round, and we're going to decrease from 24 stitches down to 18 stitches by decreasing on every multiple of 4. So the pattern is going to be single crochet 2, decrease. Let's try that together. 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 are decreased together. 5, 6, and then 7 and 8 are decreased together. Now repeat that pattern 4 more times until you have 18 stitches. Okay, so now you should have 18 stitches. And before we can do our last decrease round, we have one last decrease round we need to do. Before we can do that, we need to attach the eyes and some of the other parts for the face. So let's do that now.